You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, Zero Dark 30. Massive hangover rolling here. And folks, it's time to talk. I am not advocating, nor do I wish for what we're going to discuss. It is merely shall we say, an exercise in thought. There's no choice, though, in my opinion. For the Democrats, for the world socialists, the globalist crew, is they need to assassinate Trump. They're going to assassinate Trump. I don't think they have any choice but to assassinate Trump. With this one exception, hear me out. If Trump is not assassinated, it is because they want him to be the next president. He is hated, reviled. And if he is not assassinated between now and the election, it is because the globalist banking corporate powers want him alive and want him to be president so they can cause massive amounts of hatred and anger. The risk they have in leaving him alive as president is that he actually does something and the people demand and they cause the globalist program to fail. Now, understanding that and that caveat, let's talk about why they must. Why Trump cannot be allowed to live, period. It would be so much smoother and easier, folks, for the left to just come after us with the military, with the police, with all laws and manner of the legal system. It would be easier for them to destroy America with the presidency, the House, the Senate, and all the courts that they have, for them to just keep attacking and attacking and attacking, and using, folks, courts, media, and big tech to attack us continuously until we are defeated. So that's the argument for them staying in power, holding the White House, the presidency, etc. Is they have all this power already, why would they give it up and allow it to just go away? They aren't. I think they're going to try and keep that power. And they cannot afford to run against Trump. He must be assassinated for the left to guarantee their battle continues. Otherwise, they risk nationalism. They risk it. Nationalist Americanism. The call and demand for freedom, justice. Now, of course, they can let Trump in. Trump could be that guy that comes back in and says, I'll drain the swamp again, and doesn't do anything again. And we all get hoodwinked again. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But let's look at the Democrats as political candidates. They have nobody who is charismatic like Trump, who is believable like Trump. They have nobody. Now let's look at the Republicans as well. Is there another Trump-like candidate out there? No, there isn't. They tried Vivek Ramaswamy, and they tried Nikki Haley. It was understood, it was exposed that Vivek is using the same catchphrases and techniques, and even style and manner of speaking as guess who? That's right, Barack Obama. What a horrifying character to try and, shall we say, bring out and channel through oneself. Good God. But there's no one else. Governor DeSantis, I think, is a terrific leader and politician. He systematically runs a good administration, has a firm grasp of law and understanding, even though he needs to be corrected from time to time, like all politicians. That said, he is not Trump. He is not as charismatic. He is not as fiery. He doesn't draw enormous crowds. He just makes good decisions. He is sharp. He is intelligent. But he is not Trump. He's not. He's witty. He's got some great comebacks, but he is not Trump. And that's now the standard that people are asking for because it's an available option. When you look at the menu, if you see steak on there, you don't ask for meatloaf. You want the freaking steak. So the Democrats, folks, have to assassinate Trump because they cannot field a better candidate. They've tried. They brought out Gavin Newsom just to test him against, well, Mr. DeSantis. And Mr. DeSantis mopped the floor with him. Okay, the governor mopped the floor with him. He wasn't charming. He wasn't explosive. He wasn't amazing. He's fucking Gavin Newsom. Right? Michelle Obama has one line in how many years? 8 years. 8 years of her husband band's presidency, 4 years of Trumpitude, and 3 years of Biden. She said one thing: if they go low, we go high. And that's all she's got. Right? He needs to get his oil changed, a prostate exam, and to get himself fixed up if he thinks he's not charming, he's not explosive, there's nothing proven about Michelle. People aren't excited about that freak. There's nobody. They've got to kill Trump. They can't take a chance, folks, on losing power unless they want him to have it. No matter what, there's going to be chaos, folks. That's a foregone conclusion. There has to be chaos. There are too many American patriots who are now so pissed off, they're willing to fight with Biden in control. American politics is a mess. This nation is a mess. Everything is a mess. They cannot let Trump get in and start fixing it. They can't take that chance. They can't take a chance that Trump would become a dictator. Literally, a dictator. They can't afford that, folks. What if you were to try pulling a Kennedy? Say, well, I'm going to fix the monetary system. No more Federal Reserve. I'm going to do this. We're not going to be in these wars. We're getting out of these wars. No more of these wars and shit. No more fucking gays in the military. No more gays in school. No more gays in the Pentagon. No more communists. There's going to be political tests. You got to weed out communism. What if he went full tilt on these fuckers? They can't risk that. They can't. They've got to assassinate him. They have no choice. Right? The more shit they throw at Trump, as far as accusations, court cases, the more powerful he becomes as a political candidate, as a Republican politician, as a spokesman for the people's will. They can't afford to let him run. They've even talked about arresting him, and it came out, well, he can be elected if they arrest him even. They've talked about arresting him and everyone at his Mar-a-Lago home and calling it a insurrection compound. They're afraid, folks. The left is incredibly afraid. And we're still 9 months away from the election. Don't worry, as we go through the months, we'll count them down. They are afraid. I don't think they have any choice. They cannot beat Trump in an election. They're having their systems destroyed. Right? Paper ballots are being used. Some security measures are being taken. More states could change their mind. Up to, folks, up to the election. And just get away from all these voting machines. A lot of things can happen real fast to make sure the election cheat can't be made. Remember last time, 91 million votes for Biden? Are you out of your fucking minds? No way. No way. That can all end real fast. It can end real fast for the Democrats. They don't have any choice, folks. If he gets in there, he could stop them altogether. They can't beat him fair and square. They don't have any candidates. And if they kill him, there is no candidate on the Republican side to replace him. So they can defeat whoever they put up there and say, it's just DeSantis. The people really weren't happy with Ramaswamy. Right? So then they can justifiably show a victory against any other Republican. It's going to be a mess. Get prepared for what is coming. It's an awful prediction, but I think they don't have any choice but to assassinate Trump. Hang on to your hats.
The darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!